AI ain't here to replace you, it's here to make you unstoppable. Welcome to the Black CEO podcast, where we ignite the fire of innovation and leadership in our community. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's not just changing the game, it's rewriting the entire rulebook. I recently had the incredible opportunity to sit down with Tiffany Ingram, a visionary powerhouse in AI integration for leadership and workforce transformation. Tiffany isn't just an expert, she's a catalyst for change, pushing the boundaries of what's possible and ensuring that black voices are not just heard but amplified in the AI revolution. What I learned from Tiffany has the power to revolutionize how we as black CEOs and entrepreneurs approach this technological tsunami that's reshaping our world. So buckle up, because this isn't your average tech talk. This is about power, legacy, and owning our future in ways we've never imagined before. Let me hit you with a question that might make you squirm in your seat. Are you ready to command AI, or are you still cowering in fear that it's going to replace you? Listen closely, because I'm about to drop some truth that might sting a little. Too many of us are sleeping on the biggest business game changer of our time. Not because we're not capable, hell, we're more than capable, but because we've been conditioned to fear what we don't fully understand. Let me be crystal clear. AI is not here to take your seat at the table. It's here to build you a bigger, better table with your name engraved in gold and diamonds. When used right, AI isn't a threat, it's a power move of epic proportions. It's like having a time machine, a supercomputer, and a crystal ball all rolled into one. It gives you back your most precious resource, time. It boosts your efficiency to superhuman levels, and it puts you in a position to scale your business in ways that would make even the most audacious dreams seem small. But here's the kicker, and pay attention because this is crucial. If we don't get ahead of this AI wave, we'll be left behind, watching from the shores as others ride it to unimaginable success. And let me tell you something, being late to this shift is not an option for us, not anymore. We've been playing catch up for far too long, and it's time to change the narrative. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, AI, that's for tech bros in Silicon Valley, not for us. Stop right there. That kind of thinking is exactly what's kept us playing small instead of dominating the game. It's time to flip the script and flip it hard. Tiffany Ingram dropped some serious knowledge bombs that every black CEO needs to lock in right now. First up, AI is your business partner, not your competition. Think of it as the most efficient, tireless, brilliant assistant you could ever imagine. The right AI tools can automate the mind numbing, busy work that's been holding you back, supercharge your decision making process, and free you up to focus on what really matters: strategy, impact, and wealth creation. Imagine having an assistant that never sleeps, never takes a day off, and can process information faster than you can blink. An assistant that can analyze market trends, generate content ideas, and even draft social media posts while you're busy closing $1 million deals. That's not science fiction, my friends. That's AI working for you right now today. Let me break it down with a real world example that'll make your entrepreneurial heart skip a beat. Tiffany shared a story about a black owned marketing agency that was struggling to keep up with the big players. They had talent oozing out of their pores, but they were drowning in data analysis and content creation. Enter AI, stage left. This agency, let's call them Innovate Black, implemented an AI system that could analyze market trends, generate content ideas, and even draft social media posts. Overnight, their productivity didn't just double, it tripled. They went from barely keeping the lights on to landing contracts with Fortune 500 companies faster than you can say artificial intelligence. But here's where it gets really interesting, and pay attention, because this is the kind of thinking that separates the players from the game changers. Innovate Black didn't just use AI as a tool. They positioned themselves as AI integration experts for their clients. They didn't just adapt, they became leaders in the space. That's the kind of thinking we need. We don't just use the technology, we master it, we innovate with it, and then we sell that mastery and innovation to others. This brings me to the second major insight, and it's a big one. Mastering AI isn't just about staying competitive, it's a wealth building strategy of astronomical proportions. The black community has missed out on too many tech revolutions. We were consumers of social media, not creators. We use e commerce platforms, but rarely own them. We can't afford, and I mean that literally and figuratively, to be on the sidelines this time. The people who leverage AI now, who become the masters and innovators in this space, will be the ones creating generational wealth. They'll be the ones whose grandchildren's grandchildren will still be benefiting from the moves made today. Is that going to be you, or are you going to watch from the sidelines as others build empires? Think about it for a second. Every single industry, and I mean every single one, is going to be transformed by AI. Healthcare, finance, education, entertainment, agriculture, you name it. The question isn't if AI will change these industries, but who will be leading that change? Will it be us stepping into our power and reshaping these industries to finally work for our communities? Or will we once again be playing catch up, trying to fit into systems that weren't designed with us in mind? Tiffany shared another example that lit a fire under me, and I hope it does the same for you. A Black-owned fintech startup, let's call them Equality Finance, used AI to create a predictive model for loan approvals. Now, this wasn't just any model. This AI took into account factors that traditional banks often overlook, especially when it comes to Black and Brown communities. They looked at things like consistency of income rather than just amount, considering the gig economy and entrepreneurial ventures that are so prevalent in our communities. They factored in rent payment history, not just mortgage payments, acknowledging the systemic barriers to home ownership that many of us face. The result? They're now partnering with major banks, changing the game in lending and creating wealth, not just for themselves, but for entire communities that have been historically underserved and overlooked. They're not just making money, they're reshaping the financial landscape to finally work for us. This isn't just about making money, although let's be real, that's important, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. This is about creating systems and institutions that work for us, that understand our needs and our potential. It's about using AI to level a playing field that has been tilted against us for far too long. It's about building a future where our children and our children's children don't have to fight the same battles we've been fighting. But let me be clear, and I need you to really hear this. This opportunity, this potential for transformation and wealth creation isn't going to be handed to us on a silver platter. We have to seize it with both hands, with all the strength and determination that runs through our veins. We have to be willing to learn, to adapt, and most importantly, to lead. Because if we don't shape AI, it'll shape us. And that's not happening on my watch. And it shouldn't happen on yours either. This brings me to the third and perhaps most crucial point that Tiffany emphasized. And it's one that should be tattooed on the forehead of every Black entrepreneur and leader. If we don't shape AI, it will shape us, and not in a good way. AI is learning from data, massive amounts of data every single second of every single day. But if our voices, our businesses, our experiences, our innovations aren't in that data mix, we will be overlooked. Again, and this time, the consequences could be far more severe and long lasting than anything we faced before. Think about facial recognition technology that doesn't recognize dark skin tones, or AI driven hiring tools that perpetuate existing biases, keeping our brilliant minds out of positions of power and influence. These aren't just technical glitches or minor inconveniences, they're the symptoms of a bigger, more insidious problem. A problem that we can and must solve if we're in the room, at the table, making decisions. Tiffany shared a story that really drove this point home. And it's one that should light a fire under every single one of us. A group of Black data scientists and engineers came together to create an AI model that could accurately detect skin cancers on darker skin tones. Why? Because existing models were trained primarily on images of light skin, leaving millions of people, our people, vulnerable to late diagnoses and poor health outcomes. This team didn't wait for someone else to solve the problem. They didn't petition some big tech company to maybe possibly consider darker skin tones in their next update. No, they saw a need in their community, a potentially life-threatening need, and they used AI to address it head on. That's the kind of proactive leadership we need. That's the kind of innovative thinking that will not only make us wealthy, but will save lives and transform communities. We can't afford to wait for others to consider our needs as an afterthought. We need to be the ones developing these technologies, training these models, and ensuring that AI works for everyone, not just a select few. Now, I can already hear some of you saying, but I'm not a tech person. I don't know how to code. I wouldn't even know where to start with AI. Let me stop you right there, because that kind of thinking is exactly what those who want to keep us out of this revolution are hoping for. You don't need to be a programmer to lead in the AI revolution. You don't need a PhD in computer science or a background in data analytics. What you need is vision. You need to be a visionary who can see the potential of these tools and how they can transform your business, your industry, and your community. Tiffany emphasized, and I couldn't agree more, that the most successful leaders in the AI age won't necessarily be the ones who can build the algorithms. They'll be the ones who can ask the right questions, who can see the big picture, and who can guide their teams to leverage AI effectively. They'll be the ones who can envision a future where AI serves our communities and then make that vision a reality. This is where our strengths as Black leaders come into play. We've always had to be innovative, to do more with less, to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Those are exactly the skills needed to thrive in the AI era. We're natural connectors, bridge builders between different worlds. We understand the importance of community in a way that many in the tech world are only now starting to grasp. We know how to navigate complex systems because we've been doing it our entire lives. These are all crucial skills when it comes to implementing AI in a way that's ethical, effective, and empowering. We have a unique perspective that the AI world desperately needs. It's time we stepped up and provided it. But let's get practical for a moment, because I know some of you are sitting there thinking, this all sounds great, but where do I even start? I've got you. Tiffany laid out a roadmap that every Black CEO and entrepreneur should follow, and I'm going to break it down for you right now. First, educate yourself. And I don't mean go back to school for a computer science degree. I mean take the time to understand the basics of AI. What can it do? What are its limitations? How is it being used in your industry right now? This knowledge is power, and it's more accessible than you might think. There are countless online courses, webinars, and books that can give you a solid foundation. Start there. Second, start small but think big. Find one area of your business where AI could make an immediate impact. Maybe it's customer service, maybe it's inventory management, maybe it's market analysis. Start there, learn from it, and then expand. You don't have to revolutionize your entire business overnight. Start with one project, one process, and grow from there. Third, build a team that gets it. Surround yourself with people who understand both your vision and the potential of AI. This might mean hiring new talent, but it also means investing in your existing team. Send them to conferences, enroll them in courses, encourage them to experiment and innovate with AI. Create a culture of curiosity and continuous learning. Fourth, collaborate and network. The AI landscape is evolving rapidly, and none of us can keep up with it all on our own. Connect with other Black leaders who are on this journey. Share knowledge, share resources, and lift each other up. We're stronger together. And in the world of AI, collaboration can be the key to breakthrough innovations. Finally, and this is crucial, always keep your why at the forefront. Why are you embracing AI? It's not just about profits or staying competitive. It's about creating opportunities, solving problems in our communities, and building a future where we're not just included, we're leading. Keep that mission in mind with every AI project you undertake. Now, I know some of you might be feeling overwhelmed. You might be thinking, this sounds great, but it also sounds like a lot. I'm already juggling so much. How can I add AI to the mix? I get it. I really do. Change can be scary, especially when it comes to technology that seems to be moving at the speed of light. But here's the thing. And this is something Tiffany stressed repeatedly, and it's something I want you to really internalize. The biggest barrier isn't the technology. It's our mindset. We've been conditioned to think that cutting edge tech isn't for us, that we're always going to be playing catch up. It's time to shatter that myth once and for all. You are capable, you are innovative, you are visionary, and with AI as your tool, you are unstoppable. Let me say that again. You are unstoppable. This is bigger than technology. This is about ownership, legacy, and power. We don't fear AI. We command it, we shape it, we use it to build the future we want to see, not just for ourselves, but for our communities and for generations to come. The future is being built right now as we speak. The question is, are you going to be a spectator watching from the sidelines as others shape that future? Or are you going to be a shot caller, a visionary leader who uses AI to create a world where our children and our children's children can thrive? Tiffany's insights made one thing crystal clear. The time to move is now. Not next quarter, not next year, but right now, today, this very moment. Every day you wait is a day your competitors, both within our community and outside of it, are getting ahead. Every moment of hesitation is a missed opportunity to innovate, to lead, to shape the future. So here's my challenge to you, and I want you to take this seriously. By the end of this week, not next month, but this week, I want you to identify one area of your business where AI could make an impact, just one. Then I want you to commit to learning everything you can about how AI is being used in that area. Reach out to your network, find experts, read case studies, watch videos, immerse yourself in it. But don't stop there. Within 30 days, I want you to implement one AI driven solution in your business. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to revolutionize your entire operation overnight, but it needs to be a start because here's the truth. And it's something that became abundantly clear from my conversation with Tiffany. This AI revolution isn't slowing down for anyone. It's not going to wait until we feel 100% ready. We need to jump in, learn as we go, and lead with confidence. Remember, every major technological shift in history has created winners and losers. With AI, we have the opportunity to ensure that we, Black entrepreneurs, Black CEOs, Black innovators, are the winners, not just for ourselves, but for our communities, for our children, and for the generations to come. We've always been innovators, trailblazers, and pioneers, from creating entire musical genres that have shaped global culture to revolutionizing sports, fashion, and art. Now it's time to do the same with AI. It's time to show the world that we don't just adapt to the future, we create it. We shape it, we own it. So let me leave you with this question, and I want you to really sit with it, to let it percolate in your mind and in your heart. 5 years from now, when AI has transformed every industry, every business, and every job, where will you be? Will you be scrambling to catch up, trying to fit into a world shaped by others? Or will you be leading the charge, using AI to build businesses, solve problems, and create wealth in ways we can barely imagine today? The choice is yours. But remember, you're not just choosing for yourself. You're choosing for every young Black entrepreneur who's looking up to you, wondering if there's a place for them in this AI driven future. You're choosing for every community that's counting on you to break down barriers and create opportunities. You're choosing for every future innovator who needs to see that, yes, we belong in tech, we excel in tech, and we lead in tech. AI isn't here to replace you, it's here to amplify you, to magnify your impact, to make you truly unstoppable. So let's get to work. Let's innovate. Let's lead. And let's use AI to build the future we want to see, a future where our brilliance, our creativity, and our leadership shape the world. The AI revolution is here, and it's time for us to take our rightful place at the forefront. Not as users, but as creators, not as followers, but as leaders, not as spectators, but as visionaries who harness the power of AI to uplift our communities, build generational wealth, and reshape industries in our image. Remember, in the world of AI, we're not just players, we're game changers. We're not just participants, we're architects of the future. So go out there, embrace AI, and let's change the game in ways that will echo through generations. The future is AI, and that future is ours to shape. Let's make it extraordinary. Thank you.